Okay, so first off, I'm gonna try not to make this video super long because I don't feel like sitting here all day. And plus I don't think anyone watching would want to be here all day anyway. So real quick, this is not this is not a video to bash anybody. It's not meant to hurt anybody. It's not meant to demean any one person. But I do have something to talk about. Like, it's been on my chest for a while, and I feel like I should share it with everyone else because I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. So the whole point of this video is to talk about, you know, our generation of females when it comes to relationships, things like that. It's 2013, and I feel like nowadays we depend way too much on our electronics to, I guess, solve our problems in a way. It's like, if there's a problem between you and your girlfriend or something, you automatically take it to Facebook, or, when someone tries to talk it out, you, instead of, picking up the phone to call someone, or, someone sends you a text trying to, work it out, you decide to put the phone down because you think, oh, well, if I don't respond, maybe they'll get the hint that I don't want to talk about it. Well, I'm not one of those females who plays that, because it's like, if that's the case, then we're going to have a big problem, because when feelings get involved, it's it's just not a game. It never was a game to begin with, but once feelings get involved, you have some figuring out to do. If a female comes up to you, or if y'all are talking via Facebook or Twitter or whatever it is, and she comes up to you saying, well, I got feelings for you, you're real cool, whatever, blah 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 blah, whoops, um that's when you need to start figuring out, okay, well, is this girl someone that I would really like to pursue for, as more than a friendship or whatever. And if you come to the conclusion that it's not something you'd really want to pursue on as a full-blown relationship, then you need to tell that person right then and there. Because other than that, you were leading this female on, and you're letting her tell you all this stuff, and you're, saying all this stuff back, and it's just like, okay, now feelings are getting even more deeper, and it's like, okay, something's got to give, you know. But again, the real point of this video is to say people need to learn to stop hiding behind things, and they need to learn to communicate more. That's what's wrong with this generation. No one likes to communicate anymore. Everybody feels like, well, if I just ignore this person, then they'll go away. Well, I'm not one of those people. If I feel like the reason behind a problem is deeper than what you're allowing me to believe or allowing yourself to believe, then I'm going to figure it out. I'm hard headed like that. I'll admit, I am very hard headed and I'm very stubborn. But again, when feelings get involved, no, I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty and figure out, okay, so what's the problem? Like, did I do something? Let me know. I'm not a fucking mind reader, and this is just pure bullshit. Like, I don't appreciate the fact that females and males in general feel the need to just be like, well, I'm just gonna ignore this person, or I'm just gonna like do this, do that, and the other. No. Somebody needs to open their mouth and say something, because if not, you don't know what you're doing to that person. You don't know what could be going through that person's mind, and you could really be sending that person to a point in their life where it's like they could end up with depression. I mean, granted, it may not be that serious because you're just one person, but those words that you spoke to that person, how you felt about them or supposedly felt, yeah, you don't know what you're doing to that person once you stop fucking with them. And you don't know the problems that they've had before you came along, and you were that person that held them together and whatnot. Now it's like, well, deuces, I'm done. It's like, you don't know what that person could do now. That person could, hurt themselves, or just, be emotionally scarred. They could be scared to trust. That's why half of us females have trust issues, because people do dumb shit like what they're doing. They don't want to communicate, so it's like, okay, well, I just want to talk to you. And it's like, are you kidding? Is it, you really think that's the answer? Because it's not. I'm here to tell you right now, it's not, and it won't ever be the answer. If that's how, in your mind, yeah, it's a good idea. But if you know me, then I'm not the one. period. I'm not the one you want to do that with, because it's like, I'm always the girl who's the nice one, who has the most patience, who, you know, is kind. And, you know, I just try to be calm because, like, if you really knew me, you know I have extremely bad anger issues. So I'm trying to work on that. So it's like, don't test me, because you're gonna see a different side of me, and then you're all of a sudden you're gonna be sitting there looking all shocked, like, oh well, I didn't know that this is the kind of person you are. Well, I'm not, until you bring it out of me. So anyways, this video is getting pretty long, so the whole point of it is to be like, people need to learn to communicate more, period. Like, half of y'all sit there and post on Facebook all day every day how y'all want something real, blah 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 bullshit. I don't really give a fuck right now. So the whole point is, y'all need to learn to communicate with each other, whether it be with friends or girlfriends or whatever it is. Y'all need to learn to communicate more and quit trying to hide behind, you know, quit trying to ignore somebody, quit trying to, you know, like, oh well, maybe one day they'll get the hint. No, because if you get someone like me, this is what you get to deal with, because I'm not stopping until I get my answers. So even if I end up stressing myself out, giving myself a headache, it'll be worth it, because somebody's gonna answer my question. Somebody's going to explain to me why all of a sudden things aren't working out. All, like, seriously, seriously, because I'm sick of it. So I said I wasn't going to make this long. Unfortunately, it's going on 7 minutes. So I'm done. I've said what I need to say. If you're watching this, I hope I've given, you know, some people some courage to, you know, stand up to anyone that may be doing this to them or whatever it is. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully from now on I won't have to do any more serious videos like this. But yeah, so till next time, I'm out.